Back. Sorry. I tried to pause. You can't actually pause the recording. So X is to roll. Square, what does square do? Square doesn't do anything. I don't know if you saw in the last recording that it seems like there's something wrong with one of the dogs. Poor thing.
It's okay, boy. You're okay. I know. I missed you too. Where's your food? Still hungry? Come on, boy. You need to eat. Eat. What? Too big? There you go.
Oh.
Good boy.
Oh, I can't even eat.
Atreus, the time draws near. You must prepare yourselves.
I remember when my dad
For what?
killed my dog.
He's still eating. He wants to live.
Oh,
He is
no.
dying.
Oh, Lizzie.
You're a good boy.
Uh,
A brave boy. Fast and strong.
poor animal.
But you can rest now,
God bless.
okay?
God bless her heart.
I'll be okay. You can let go now. You have to let go. Sosna. Afra. Tesu. Sof.
1 second. God bless her heart.
Sosna.
Oh,
Sofna.
Come. We train.
what does the Bible say?
What?
He who reaps in tears will sow in joy. Something like that.
No. It's the middle of the night.
Night does not stop our enemies.
Why? What for? Training is all we ever do, ever. It's not enough. We can't hide forever.
Kratos is looking a little bit weathered here.
We do not hide. We prepare for a fight for which we are not ready. We'll go.
Time is running out. The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming. Whatever Loki's supposed to be doing, he's supposed to be doing it now. My story doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
I will not allow you.
Oh, so I didn't say this, but Atreus is
I don't wanna fight
Kratos'
anyone.
son.
I just want answers.
And if those answers
Kratos is notorious in the game.
Maybe
He has
that's
sex
what
with
Mother
a ton of women.
What Mother wanted.
Looks like we never will. Look. I have a moment alone with Fenrir before I bury him.
Did I say that right? He who sows in tears will reap with joy.
Well, I recognize that dour
Something.
expression anywhere.
I understand what I was trying to say.
Tell
I
me
might
what
have
went
said that wrong. Reap, sow. You reap something.
The wolf is gone.
No, I'm sorry. You
Oh,
sow something and then you
Oh,
reap it.
Fenrir. How's the lad taking it?
Not well. He goes to bury him.
Oh,
Kind of old school
damn it.
terminology. Like
All right,
planting
brother.
something in a field.
Good night then.
That's sowing. Reaping is when the plants grow and you take whatever fruit, you know, or vegetable. I didn't play the first God of War either. Or not the first God of War, but the God of War before this game. So I'm not completely aware of everything that's going on in the game.
Kratos? Are you joining me?
Faye.
Are you ready?
Are we doing this flashback thing? Can I just jump off of this cliff? I feel like that'd be better than doing a flashback.
You walk as though Emir himself sits atop your shoulders.
This is your hunt. I will follow.
Very well, Grumbles.
So this is Kratos' dad,
At least it didn't suffer.
lover, or she might have been his wife.
Decipher your grunting? Tell me your thoughts.
We hunt the predator.
A wolf. Yes.
Predators kill. It is the natural order of things.
Your words are misguided. Shh. Approach slowly. It's okay, little one. We want to help. Don't wait.
What is it? Oh, it's a wolf. Oh, this is probably the wolf that
Don't.
just died.
Come on. The sick wolf we found beyond our stave. He found his way inside. As I said he would. We should have acted.
It was not our concern. Now it is.
What's up with Kratos'
One
voice?
doesn't have to reach our doorstep for it to be our responsibility.
Who actually
We have the power
has
to limit the harm
that
it could
deep of a
cause.
voice?
We should
A
act.
voice that like really sounds like that. Like
Who are we
seriously.
to hide and do nothing?
We are not hiding.
We are not. We are not hiding. We are not hiding. I don't think my voice is that deep. And I believe I have a pretty deep voice. Kratos' voice is like freakishly deep. But not like
Gonna
his voice
help
is
me,
deep,
Diana?
but it's his voice sounds good too. Sometimes people have a really deep voice, but it's kind of ugly
Good boy.
sounding. Kratos has a very deep, but a very deep voice, but it sounds nice.
This way.
Faye. Faye. Faye.
Pretty cool.
Faye!
Time is running out, my love. And there is much to do.
Oh, we're done with the flashback. Okay.
Brother!
Brother?
It's having some nightmares. I've been there.
Where's Atreus?
Hence my bellowing. He never came back from burying the wolf. It's been some time.
He cannot be far.
Looks like we're maybe in more morning time. Oh, the poor hound.
This has not been opened.
No prints this way either.
So we were over
I
here.
see. Tracks heading down to the frozen river. That's most likely where he did the burying.
Thank you for your...
You suppose he took a shortcut through the realm between realms?
No, the stones have not moved.
Thank you for your thoughts. What's the head's name? The disembodied head? Or severed head, I guess, would be.
You don't suppose he was training in the middle of the night?
I suggested as much.
Did you? What on earth for?
He was breathing.
Oh, Kratos. I know you're trying.
Kratos had a couple of different moves, you know, from the old school PlayStation 2 games.
Brother, I'm quite certain he never came inside. Brother, the ground's softer down by the frozen river. Surely that's where he'd dig. We should look, yeah?
Okay. Sorry, Kratos had a couple of cool moves from the old school PlayStation 2 God of War games. I don't know if he still maintains those like signature like
Fire's
ripping
dwindling
people in
now.
half,
Where else could he have gone
uh,
from here?
you know, throwing people into hell kind
We
of
crawl through here.
uh, stuff. But
You seem troubled in your
you know what? I don't
sleep.
think Kratos
Even
ever
for
did
you.
that. But
Nightmares?
I dream of the past. Almost every night.
Ah, the bad old days in Greece?
No. It feels like phase.
he did do a couple
Tell me
things where
something.
he would
You
actually
don't mean
tear
to say you're
people's
talking to ghosts again, brother?
No.
like arms off
But it is something
and
more than memory.
really, really, really baller stuff. You know, just really fun to do. And he also had the his chains weapons, which are like these really long chains with blades attached to the ends. That was like his main kind of signature weapon in that
Use
game,
your words, brother.
first game.
The tracks stop here.
And we're not alone.
All right. Well, uh, you know, I mean, God of War was kind of like one of the best games from that time too. To be honest, like I don't really think there were very many games on that level. But especially with those game mechanics, like I remember the first time I played God of War, it was so much fun. Kratos would literally um, like put his arms into people's bodies and then like tear them in half. Like it was just so gory and cool. You know, there was just
Raiders.
nothing like it that I'd ever played.
We should check on the protection stave. There's a tree
It was
up
kind of
ahead,
more of an
yeah?
action game, which is a, you know, it's a not a normal genre of
Well,
video
You were
games.
right. The stave is broken.
I mean, there are a lot of
explains our
games
trespassers.
that are
What happened here?
action game that have action, but God of War was kind of like an action game, so it's a little bit different. Whereas, like, you know, God of War was kind of similar to like
Bear.
Devil May
Mauled
Cry
By
was
A larger bear. Wounded.
at the time.
The fight destroyed the tree. We must find Atreus.
Aye. Between the savage beasts and marauding raiders, he may have sought shelter. Follow the trail. We'll find him.
Very similar. I really loved Devil May Cry when I was younger. Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, 4. Devil May Cry 5, also good. Although I don't think I ever played Devil May Cry 5. God of War was kind of similar. Similar to Devil May Cry. I think they had like three main,
Ah,
you know,
find a way around.
installments
Aha! Trail's on the other side of that gap, if you can clear the way.
in the
Idea what could have made the lad
like
wander off?
main
We are He
series.
accuses me of hiding from Odin.
Only sensible to keep a low profile after killing 3 of his kin.
A reckoning will come. That is why Atreus must learn to survive on his own.
Oh, this is
Oh,
about
his
that
name is
prophecy.
Mimer.
Just because the giants had you dead on some wall full of otherwise accurate predictions.
I do not believe in prophecies.
Well, good.
Oh, I forgot to mention too. The other thing I forgot to mention was Kratos is voiced by Christopher Judge, who was already a pretty famous actor before he voiced Kratos. He was Teal'c on Stargate SG-1, which is a huge science fiction series from like I want to say I think like the early
That's a lot
2000s
of blood, brother.
We must find him.
about. Teal'c was like the main character in that show. So it's kind of interesting. He sort of transitioned into doing something like this.
And what do you believe about prophecy, Mimir?
His voice is a little bit deeper
Skeptical by nature.
and
But we
more
have seen things that defy
like
explanation.
bassy
So, speaking as the smartest
than he
man
sounded
alive,
in the show.
I've no bloody
So maybe
idea.
there's some sort of studio effects manipulation of his voice to make him sound like that. Because he really did not sound like that in the show. I mean, he sounded exactly like that in the show, but his voice was just not like so overwhelmingly inhuman, or however Kratos sounds now. The voice actor for Kratos wasn't always Christopher Judge, though. It was before it was a guy named like Casey something or TS something. TS Carson, maybe? He was also iconic as Kratos. He had a great voice, too. He was a little bit more yelling, where this version of Kratos is kind of more soft-spoken, despite his, really booming, deep voice. It's kind of a little bit more quiet.
All right, where's that trail gone?
He doesn't talk as much. I feel like Kratos in those older games would yell all the time. He'd be like, Zeus! I have no idea what he would say, but he did yell often. I do remember that. These games are taken a little bit more seriously, like the narrative. So it's like everything that happens in this game is like, oh, this dog dies, or whatever. Like everything is kind of sad, so they don't really do like that, like over the top yelling.
Too many for a scouting party. They must must have a camp nearby.
I know what you're thinking, brother. But Atreus can handle himself. Taught him well.
So he keeps telling me.
So we find out as we're playing the game that Kratos secretly does really love his son, and you know, I mean, that's kind of what the game is about, because Kratos is meant to be like a very stoic, serious, like hard character. You know, like he's a killer
Cautious.
and
Trail leads into that cave.
Well,
you know,
what
doesn't
we're
have
doing,
any feelings,
I'm
but he
sure
does
we can
have
find
a
quiet
son
way in.
who he secretly likes, which you should. I mean, you
Well,
should
do that.
love your son, but you know, that's sort of why he's kind of like
Are these the raiders you rescued
uh,
the wolves from?
No,
emotionally
they have not been here long.
not sure how he's supposed to feel, and I think that's kind of part of the story. This game is awesome, by the way. I did not do that right.
Watch your right!
Wow, that was cool. That was really cool. Wow, these graphics are really good. So I don't think you can jump as Kratos,
There will be more.
which is kind of interesting because you couldn't. You could do that in those older games. That was kind of a big part of those games. It's sort of weird how we're in, you know, this is like PlayStation 5. Those PlayStation 2 games did have advantages. You know, they were a little bit less intimate, like this game is. It doesn't have that, like, depth of, like, subtlety, you know, with the graphics. But, you know, you're kind of like, there's a little bit less,
Well,
you know,
someone got in the bear's way.
oh, God.
That one's got a sling. Look out, brother. Above your fire!
Cool. This game is awesome, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. This is like a seriously awesome game. Anyway, what was I saying? The older games kind of had a different thing going on. It's very similar, but, you know, kind of more, you know, retro. Because of how old they were.
Raider, left flank!
Look at I just totally cut him. Oh, so Kratos can jump, but he just doesn't jump very often. How do I hold it? I don't think I can open that chest yet.
Left side, incoming fire!
Oh god, I didn't see these guys.
Atreus, are you here?
Huh. Well, that's for the best. Let's find a way out. The trail leads back out. We'll need our own way up to find it again. Perhaps Atreus came here seeking shelter. Kept moving when he saw the raiders, and the bear came barreling after. Impressive rampage, I'll give it that.
You think the bear was chasing Atreus?
Well, just as likely the bear was hurt and Atreus was chasing it to help. You know the lad.
The graphics are also really good.
Atreus, where are you?
Well, we found the bear, or he found us.
How do we fight this?
Here it comes!
Good bear. Okay. I thought I was supposed to attack.
Oh, he seems angry.
God damn it. I'm gonna die.
Come on, Kratos, off your back.
Okay. I was misinformed about this.
Here it comes!
Okay. You have to time this really well. Oh, nah. Come on, dog. Bear. Come on, bear. Bjorn. By the way, I'm playing on normal difficulty. So,
Oh, you've done it now, bear! Oh, he seems angry!
that's Spartan Rage, I think.
Well, we found the bear, or he found us.
Yeah, I got it. You don't need to say that
Before he
again.
stops again!
Okay. Okay. I just got done playing Bloodborne. I'm a little bit lost.
Get up, brother!
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Okay, I don't have to kill the bear again. All right, so I think that's kind of the technique, is you need to be blocking whenever you're fighting him. And then dodge his
Oh, he
rings.
seems angry! Hit him before he stops again! Grab him! He's looking shaky, brother!
Did I get him? Oh yeah, he's dead. He is certainly dead. Atreus became the bear.
Atreus! Atreus!
What?
First, focus. Heal.
What happened?
You do not remember.
Hey, 1 second, I'm gonna start another recording.